we wouldn't have to worry about it.
So,
I make a motion that we certify the fire marshal to comply with UCC laws and spend up to $2,000
From Act 13.
from Act 13.
I'll second the motion.
Got a motion and a second, how do you vote, or any comments, questions? How do you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Ed,
Okay. Alex and Paula Jester, are they present?
I don't think so. I
Moving
think I know
on,
everybody in the audience, and I don't think they're there. So I wouldn't know that.
removal permits.
It's a criminal check.
No, we didn't.
Leave it right
That
here.
was, you had asked us to put it in.
Did you work on your speech?
No. I had asked the board to consider taking over the mobile home removal permits last week. And because I am respectfully refusing to do them, because when I find out that somebody's removed their mobile home, I'm told that they're already told they don't need it. I am only allowed to charge $2 as a tax collector to do that. However, there's an ordinance in place as of February last year, you guys put out to charge $20. You guys can do that with the secretary doing it for administration fees. I can't. I've been approached once in the summer by the office to do it, and I was told, never mind, they were told they didn't need it. In the last 2 weeks of December, when people came to pay their taxes, I found out they were waiting for reassessments for mobile homes to be moved because they called the township building and were told they didn't need it. So if they're being told that, I don't want any parts of it.
I never had any phone calls for any trailer removals.
Say it
I can
again?
hear you.
There were never any phone calls.
They would have to
for
get a
trailer
road one,
removals.
that's-
Sharon, you called me in the summer about
In the summer,
somebody.
you just said December.
I said the last two that I found out were in December. But in the summer, you called me and Kathy said, don't need it because he's building a house. And I tried to explain, the law says if a mobile home is being removed, before they do anything, they have to get the tax certs and the mobile home removal permit. They were
Well, we
done,
can move it to
I
the
didn't say
office.
it didn't need to be done.
you
All
said
right,
he
short-
was, I said about him having, it would be something they lean
I said
on,
you might
and you
wanna
said
call
he's
municipal-
building a home, so you can lean
Municipal
on that.
consulting and see if that was part of their part.
Okay.
You told me he was building a home, he could do it.
Short version is, you don't want to do them because you can only charge $2. We could charge $20, right?
Correct.
Or what we passed, right?
Plus
Well-
the fact that prior they were done, I know Ms. Balson said as a tax collector, I don't think they were because they were being charged $2 or $10 here, which I can prove because I was given the original folder from this office, and they all have $10 on them. So if they were being charged $10, it should have been administration fees, and it went to the township.
Does this require a motion, or
Well,
we just
I-
gonna take it over?
So what I did was, so the ordinance that we have in place says, the service fee is $2. Township imposes a service fee of $2 for each, that's tax duplicate, sorry. That's the $20 with the written permit. The law does read that she can only collect 2, so we have to amend, which B, we have to amend the ordinance if we decide whatever we're doing here tonight. Because the
Well, if
ordinance,
she's gonna do it.
Does it say the tax collector or the,
yeah, well,
Under
that's,
the tax collector's manual, it does say the tax collector, however,
this is under
townships
the
that have a
local,
tax collector that is working as secretary in their office, they do them as a secretary. I'm not in the office at all here, so it doesn't seem right to do them.
so the ordinance that we passed was under the Local Tax Enabling Act. And then it said, back here for the, it said $20. The law does, it says the removals can only be 2. So, and I did print out, we did advertise and pass, it was ordinance number 4. So that's, I don't,
Okay.
Why don't we
So
just-
there's a conflict.
Why don't we just amend the ordinance
well, that's what I did,
to,
yeah.
to do it in-house? Charge a $10 fee or whatever you wanna charge, $20 fee, and move on with it.
Can we,
How many a year do we have on that?
Did you have to certify them? Do you
They
tax
have to have a tax cert, but that's a separate procedure.
so we get a tax cert and they have to have a removal permit, and then they would also have to have a hauling.
Right, but they
To
also
haul that
have to
out.
have the tax cert from the county as well. All taxes have, it's not just in
Oh,
any
it's-
township.
It's, okay, so they have to more than one.
Countywide.
Mhm.
This says $35.
That's not, that's the return check. Right there.
Oh, 20.
Is there a citation to a section of the act?
Give that to him.
Well, but you guys are just gonna move it in-house for now, and then we can deal with it after that
It was the ordinance.
I believe Dennis was the one that did the research on those fees.
This was back when we first all came into this. It's new to me. I don't understand it all.
even. Yeah, it's new to me too, I mean, I'm kinda reading it as I go here, but
What's
if that's
left
what
of
you told me to do,
yeah,
take it over like you said, and if it's go like it is now, then I'll look at this, and if we have to change it, we'll have to change it next time.
All right, so we have a motion? Somebody make a motion?
No, we didn't do it, we just discussed.
I'll move that we take it in-house until we're advised otherwise.
Got a motion? I'll second it. Discussion,
Is that-
questions?
is it gonna be the $20?
That's what the fee
We're
is.
just moving it, we're not changing anything, we're
You
just
guys are gonna
moving
do
the
it
collection.
In-house, you're gonna charge 20, if it has to be 2, we'll let you know.
Until. All
But
right,
it's under the tax collection section?
Tax Enabling Act. It's the, when we passed the Tax Enabling Act, it's under that.
And what was Dennis's research? What did it involve?
I don't remember. I just have the ordinance.
that's the part about the $2.
They need
We'll
Because we
find-
changed, that's when we had to change that other fee because the school, what happened? Something happened with the tax collectors.
This school has a resolution or ordinance or whatever to, whenever they did the lowering of
That's right.
the fee, how they upped the tax fee. So there's a court order that has that, which was provided to you guys back then, and Dennis.
We're not gonna resolve it tonight, so.
Okay.
All right, got a motion and a second to bring it back here
Till we're dividing differently.
Yeah. till we find out what's going on. How do you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
No.
Doug,
Yes.
Ed,
Sure. No local delivery sign
Would you like
quote.
your original file back then?
Yeah. No local delivery sign quote. Somebody sent me that.
That's for the,
This, I think we actually probably already passed this. This would have been encompassed in the,
I thought we did too, but I couldn't find it.
well, the vote to open Grimes
I
Road
think
as
it
per
was, yeah.
engineers.
we were waiting.
That's part of this, and it just took a long time, and she asked me, and I said, well, the meeting's tonight, it's been this long, we may as well wait. So,
Yeah, it was.
we
to-
can get signs, some
We
of
don't
them
have
are
to do that.
$60, and some of them are $75, anybody wanna vote to buy the signs?
I moved that we purchase the sign.
do you have a preference?
No. Whatever the,
The 5962 is a bigger sign, it's 24 by 24. That's by, the other one is only an 18 by 24. The recommendation from Steve and Chief, I believe, was in there, was 24 by 24.
let's
The
do what
bigger
they
ones?
The
recommend.
bigger one. Mhm.
Okay, you got a motion
Yeah.
to get the bigger ones?
Yes.
Bigger for cheaper.
Anybody want to second it?
Total cost?
Total cost will be.
5962.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that for two?
It's for, that's one.
So we'll need.
so we'll need two of them,
Two.
it'll be $120.
$20.
The two signs at 59.92 each, I guess, or, you
Yeah.
know, not to exceed whatever.
I'm not sure why that's coming to the board for such a small amount of money.
Yeah.
Well, I think what happened was is it,
It was part of that project, we had trouble finding them.
Okay,
And it came up, they got the prices today. I said, well, we got a meeting tonight,
okay.
so that's the
Okay.
only
It's
reason.
not a normal sign that people buy,
Yeah,
so there's not
Understand, it's a
a
custom
standard,
sign.
yeah. It's
So-
not, there's not a standard.
we got a motion, did anybody second it? I'll second it. How do you vote?
Mike,
No.
Tammy,
no.
Kathy,
You just have to say when you issue a sharp.
No.
Doug,
But yes,
Ed,
I'm voting yes. I don't know what's going on, but
is there a reason we're not, what's the problem with this sign? Somebody want to explain?
yeah,
I mean, that's, be helpful, that's all.
we're gonna get the road open.
I did, I was told to do a duty.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think that's the correct sign. I don't think that's what the engineer said put on it. If I remember reading the engineer's report.
Are
He
we-
said no trucks,
Yeah,
is what I thought. That's why
Okay, so here's the idea is that if you put no trucks, someone who has
local delivery
could
is
still-
exempt.
is exempt.
So
I
local
thought-
deliveries only, not no local deliveries.
No, you don't want local delivery
Oh,
either.
you do not want.
Yes.
Local delivery is exempt, even if it says no truck and they are dropping off. a new
16
refrigerator
refrigerators
for
at your
you.
house,
Yeah,
then
I
they
was-
can go on the road, correct?
I caught bits and pieces of this, and what
If we
I
put-
remember was what the engineer said. That's why I'm saying no.
So there's a 10-ton limit on the road.
Right, all roads.
So but local delivery can go off that road if they have something bigger. Let's say they are delivering, we use Chris. They're gonna deliver a refrigerator to Chris's house, but they have 20 refrigerators already on the truck. They take a tractor trailer. Technically, he could go up there because he's local delivery. He's delivering to Chris's house.
so PennDOT states, according to the publication, that you put the no truck sign and underneath it you put the not to exceed 10 tons. And then you give notice to the people and you can then they can't, go. So anything over 10 tons can't be on the road. The engineer's study that he just gave us says, he had in it, not to exceed, he said no
Yeah.
trucks.
Did the engineer provide us with the specifications for signage?
No trucks.
Do we have his report?
I don't know if we have it here, I don't have it on me, I just have the
Why
email.
don't you do a motion to buy the signs that the engineer recommends?
Yeah, I'm absolutely in favor of that. I thought we were.
I did too.
No, I was told that, you said that none of the signs in the township.
There are other signs in the township, I know that.
I wanna go,
That's absolutely true.
I wanna go kind of stick to whatever the engineer says.
Oh, I agree, if an engineer, whatever he recommends, you have to follow.
I remember reading it, I just,
Doesn't have to be this hard.
20,000
No.
pounds?
It doesn't have to be this hard.
No.
What's a school bus weigh?
School bus doesn't go off it.
Well,
Well,
let's
I'm
make
talking about
a
Brian,
motion,
you're
guys.
talking about
I make a
everything.
motion that we
I'm
approve the
just saying.
signage that the engineer has recommended. And I don't care if they're red, white, and blue, whatever he recommended. You have to follow their advice, or you get in trouble.
it's kind of what I thought.
And it goes with
That's kinda what I
publication
thought.
236
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
whatever the
221.
regulations are, that's followed.
You second that motion?
I'll second that motion and follow what the engineer said.
What do we do with the first one?
It died.
It died.
It
It
died.
did pass.
It's fast.
All right. Got a motion?
Can I ask a question?
Just a
So
minute.
basically,
We got a motion and a second, right? You
Yeah.
seconded it?
Yeah.
And the motion is to follow what the engineer recommended on signage for Grimes Road.
Yes.
Okay.
Question?
so basically you're just saying no deliveries on that road?
In that section.
They
The
have to come-
signs will
Just
be,
in that
You could
section.
go
Okay,
above or
there's no
below.
houses in that
yes.
There's
section.
no
the-
house.
Okay,
We're
Yeah.
more concerned of a big truck delivering something and
Driving
driving on
through.
that
Their
path.
GPS says you can get to 231 hauling these roof trusses this direction, and they get up there.
And guess what? They're still gonna try it.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
you can find.
but at least they will have been warned by a sign that said you shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, let's say what
Well,
sign.
hopefully the resident that's getting delivered will tell them that you can't
Right.
go that way. That's what- I mean, we've got to hope.
Hopefully it'll be 50 degrees tomorrow.
38.
Wouldn't it, to simplify it, normally the sign you see would say, no trucks or 10-ton weight limit, except local delivery. So if you just, pause for a second. So, except for local delivery. So if you don't have that, you don't need any of that. If you're just no trucks or 10-ton weight limit, it
At this
applies to
point,
that.
JD,
It's
the
a moot
motion
point,
is
right?
to do whatever the engineer says. If he says we have to have pink flashing lights, that's what it's gonna be, okay?
Yep.
If it's no trucks, the weight limit, it's
Yeah.
self-explanatory.
Okay. Get a motion and a second, how do you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
No.
Doug,
Yes.
Ed.
Sure. All right. That was number 10, right?
Can't do the last.
Whitmer Engineer Payment Installment number 1.
Sharon just got it, like, she just got it, she opened it up.
Installment from what?
The automation at the sewage plant, is that what that is?
Yeah, CW automation, yeah, that's the sewage plant. So that would be coming out of the water.
Water and sewage account.
account.
Okay, so what do,
That's the project I was talking about that we haven't started yet.
right,
Yeah,
but they want paid for their,
Their part.
that's
They're
the
part
first,
of it?
yeah.
I say we wait until we see if their part of it's gonna work out. We may get in there and they go, well, them guys don't know what they're talking about.
I don't-
You know, they probably heard you want to get rid of them. They want to get the money first.
How much is it?
$2,500.
No. What's the front say?
$7,458.
And it says phase one, like, what percent, is that like 50% of? how
Yeah,
many
is that
phases
half,
are there?
third, what?
The whole cost of the project was
25?
26, 27.
Yeah, it was a, and it's coming from the water. We actually,
Yeah, we already,
Yeah,
we
or
This was
is there,
Sarah.
is there a
already
request,
approved to pay this.
is there a request in compliance with their terms of their contract? If it is, I'll move when we pay this installment.
out of water and
Out of the
sewage.
I don't want to sue it, yes.
Yes, yes, it's in compliance.
Okay.
What is,
Huh?
what's their total bill?
20, well, the total bill,
No, just their end of it. Do they want paid off?
I think that's their payoff.
Well, I'm not for that.
The question is, are we paying Widmer or are we paying CW?
We pay CW and they, or no, we pay Whitmer, it looks like they, or they,
And they pass it on.
first.
Oh,
they-
this is, yeah, this is for them. This is
This
for
is
C.
Widmer's portion,
No, no,
this is CW's?
yes, for the equipment. This is-
They're
this is-
dispersing it.
This is a quarter of,
Request of the project, right?
Okay,
Yeah, because it's a project.
so that's why.
yes, it's a
Okay.
quarter of the project,
Yes.
not even quite a quarter,
Okay,
so.
all right. So Doug has a motion.
Yes.
To pay the first installment on the
Submitted
sewage
to, from
project.
CW Automation, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's from, yeah, so it would be, yeah,
It's for the whole, that's not their portion.
yeah,
Right.
it's for CDOT, yeah.
Okay. Anybody want to second it?
I'll second it.
How do you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
We've already talked about it too much.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug,
Yeah.
Ed,
Yep. Do we need an executive session?
I've got a couple new items.
Any motion?
Okay, motion to authorize the office to pick out a computer monitor that's sufficient.
Oh, you're not making a motion for executive session?
No,
Oh, okay.
not yet.
Oh, well, I said, do we need an executive
Yeah,
session?
you did, but I said I got a couple other items.
Ah,
Is that okay
I
if we do
thought,
that?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do you have a dollar amount not to exceed or something?
You
or
can't,
do
you
want-
can't really go crazy on those because there's no, what are you gonna do, get a big screen TV?
50-inch LCD.
They're all, even one of those today is original. I don't know, you wanna give us a dollar amount that would be suitable?
I didn't even research on that. I just know that thing you can't barely see and
No, we want to see.
it's teeny tiny.
I haven't bought one for a while, so.
I make the motion, we get her a magnifying glass.
Cheater glasses.
I don't know.
Give her yours.
$3 at the dollar store.
That doesn't even make sense.
I don't know what. it
10
would
years
be.
ago.
You capped it at $500,
I
it
can
won't be
get quotes and
$500.
supply them to you.
Yeah.
Dell 32-inch, Best Buy,
There you
$183.
go. It'll save me a couple $100 at most.
Yeah, they're not,
32,
they run sales on them all the
$180.
time. I don't need the tower
Not to
adjustment.
exceed $250. Hopefully a lot less.
can't see it, can you give me a bigger one?
Hold on.
Paid for out of
Cover side.
Paid for out of,
Go like that.
general fund.
general fund. Anybody want to second that
I'll
motion?
second that.
Got a motion and a second, any discussion? How do you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug,
Yep.
Ed,
Sure, which actually brings up something else. The tax collector needed new computer equipment or something, and you remember what was,
Well, Dennis suggested.
Dennis suggested that the school pay half, or,
Well,
or
that's how it
not
is.
half, they pay.
They pay their
Okay.
proportionate
Yeah.
share.
They pay, yeah.
Did we ever get anywhere with that?
No. He wanted me to supply bids. Well, you can't go to Best Buy and get a bid. It's what it is today and that's what it is. But he had mentioned that he wanted to do proportions because the school, well, that's up to him to go talk to the school because their way they've been doing it from years back is 50-50. You're waiting
Wouldn't
for
do
me
us
to
any-
say something else.
The amount of money you're talking about, I just don't engage any attorneys. Let's
Yeah, no.
Let's forget about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
but would it do any good
Cost of the
for,
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
would it do any good for us to contact the school?
You can try, but they'll probably tell you no. Tell
Let's
you no
let's just
what?
send them a bill.
Yeah,
That's what I
I
did.
move we send them a bill for half,
yeah,
more than fair.
yeah.
And if they don't pay it,
And
that's
the
fine.
50-50,
Tip, what I've been doing on smaller stuff like the paper and the ink, I submit a bill to both, and you'll see it's 50-50, the school and the
Well,
township's on the same bill, and you
This
both have been
this
paying
bill will
it.
be from the township. I move
I
it.
just prefer not to.
so do we,
She hasn't bought it yet.
so she hasn't bought it, so that's what I'm saying.
I see. Go ahead and get her to buy it.
Can we make
Sure.
Can we make a recommendation to her to go get what she needs and then give us a bill, or how do you want
Yeah, we're gonna pay for it.
eventually?
What's your I mean, so you would go buy it, I'm asking, you would go buy this and then we reimburse you? How does this?
Well, as long as it's not like the first time, because the first time it was 3 months to get my money back.
So we'll just,
But we're much better now, I mean, now it's pretty much,
it's a,
since you made that $500 roll, I
Oh,
get my money
yeah.
back pretty quick now.
okay. Do we know about how much It's a computer.
Well, I actually looked at a printer, because my printer only prints. I can't copy, I have to use our personal copier, so I'm using our ink and stuff, and I don't bill anybody for that, but I can't fax off of it, I can't do anything.
You know, all of them.
Yeah.
I can tell you, they're $200 at Sam's Club, I got one down at the shop.
Oh, I got one for 50 at one.
But I print,
There's 70,
Yeah,
samples.
so,
Yeah, but she prints a
She
lot
has to
more.
have laser, do you
You
have
wanna get
a
a laser
laser?
printer.
I have a laser already,
That's what you
but,
need.
I was looking at a brother, and I think it was around $329.
Yeah,
But
probably.
it prints 12,000 pages to an ink cartridge.
Yeah, you want, that's what
That
you
would
want
be
to get.
good.
okay.
And the
So
ink
what are we doing
cartridges are
then?
actually less than what we're
You're just
paying
gonna go
now.
get it,
Yeah, submit the bill.
I can't-
give us an invoice or a bill,
Okay.
and then we'll bill the school for half.
On a home
Yeah.
base.
Well, I
80% or
usually
something.
just send the bill to both, and it shows on it, like, let's just say it was $500. I have that, you have a copy of the receipt, and you have $250 to the township and $250 to school, you're both getting the same thing.
Okay,
You
What,
need a motion on that.
I don't know, do we need a motion?
If you're gonna buy it herself, bring
I
it.
don't think we have to pay for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you need a motion.
John had a request, for a phone upgrade, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You wanna tell the board?
Oh, I thought you were all aware.
Yeah,
I've been
well-
using a flip phone for the last couple of years, and we do texting as a matter of business, and it doesn't work well. Besides, the phone's about due for replacement anyway.
It's gonna be about $20 a month extra, is that what?
That's my understanding.
So they, wait a
But we
minute,
get you a telegram.
wait, he needs to tell me what, so they gave a couple, it's either Samsung or an iPhone. Do you have a preference?
No, ma'am, as long as the keys are big
Well, it
enough.
doesn't make any, we're gonna approve the
Wait a
price.
minute, wait a minute. Don't you have a bullhorn in one of them cars?
Yes, sir, no
Okay,
control
well,
for that.
I'll have him send you then the two phone, or the kinds
You
of
can pick
phones.
whichever
and
one
let
you want.
pick.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter, just as long as it's something.
Yeah, I
that can
move
text
that,
and receive text on.
wanna move that we approve the $20 a month
Thank you.
additional, and he can pick out whichever one works for him.
That's your motion?
Yeah.
I'll second
Get a motion in a second. How do you vote?
Mike,
it. Yeah.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes, and it's long overdue.
Doug,
Yes.
Ed.
No. What the heck? I said he got a bullhorn. Executive session, are you done?
I am sorry.
I had a question before you go into that.
Do we need, maybe we don't need?
I think you guys, did you skip something, Doug? I thought you started to make a motion. There was a bunch jumbled there about
It
where
was for
Tammy
Tammy.
went and bought the stuff. You guys reimbursed it and billed the school half or not?
Yeah.
Was that not a motion? or
We don't
no?
have to.
We don't
Okay.
have to, we have to, because we're responsible.
We're required to
Once
do
we do spend the money.
When she brings us the bill, that's when we'll,
it. Motion to pay the bill.
Why wouldn't you, if she wants a new computer and printer, why wouldn't you set a limit on what you're willing to spend for it? Because technically, if I wanted to go buy the computer, I could go away. You know what? They said I could do whatever I want, and I want a $2,000 computer.
I don't.
I know, but I'm just saying.
We're gonna go on faith right now.
Well, you know what?
It's gonna still come back to us for approval.
Okay.
If she comes back with a $2,000 one,
It ain't gonna get approved.
we're gonna go, well, we ain't paying for that, so.
I think the computer that I was looking at is the school bill, $550, right in there.
That's about the,
Yeah.
And 320 something for the other half.
Or that's.
It's gonna probably be under $1,000.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
I do have another thing. Sorry.
Hang on one second. Are we going to executive session or not? I'm happy to not go.
You sound like you wanted
I
to.
have two things.
I thought that
Okay.
somebody wanted
It'll
to
be
go.
short.
Yeah.
I've heard
I
that
don't
before.
Promise?
I've heard that before.
Okay, so somebody make a motion.
Do you wanna do public comments first, or?
We can. Do you want to do it afterwards?
well,
Doesn't matter to me,
if
if
something
he's
comes out of
really,
it, you're
let's-
gonna have to.
see if he's telling the truth about being
let's do
short.
something a little innovative here. How about move we go to executive session, not to exceed 15 minutes. tonight.
Hallelujah. I'll second that.
He's gonna have to talk fast.
I don't even need that long.
Okay.
12.
I'll
I'm
order
not,
that.
I'm not making your mo,
Do we hear 10?
Start an auction, Doug.
I'll go to 12.
Do we hear 10?
got a motion and a second. I'll second it for executive session. How you vote?
Wait, are you adding the time limit?
Yes, 15 minutes.
Sure, 15 minutes. Let's see how that holds up.
That'll hold up, we'll just get up when it's over. 15 minutes.
How you vote?
Mike,
Yeah.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
Sure.
Doug,
Yes,
What's
back
the
10
bet on
minutes
it?
till.
All right, it's past 8:37.
Clock's ticking.
These phones can.
8:37.
8:37.
Look at that, I've been doing it for a while.